worst part is at that point, I didn't want to be around anybody. No family. I didn't call anybody. I said, you know what? I'm going to do like the whole Noah thing. Go out into the wilderness for 40 days and come back rejuvenated and with a clear conscience. I didn't spend my Christmas with none of my family. I just did not want to be bothered. Didn't want to be bothered. And then trying to explain that to my wife. And of course, and I'll say this. 99.999% of men could never tell their women, wives or girlfriends, mates, spouses, concubines, paramours. You could never tell your woman, hey, I need a couple days away from you. You cannot. Without some fabrication, some lie, some embellishment. There's no man that I know of that can tell his woman, hey, I need to go away for a couple days, away from everybody, including you, and it not turn into a fight. First thing she thinks it's another woman. The woman has the biggest ego of the genders, bar none. Bar none. They've been conditioned. Society has conditioned them to have the bigger ego. So me trying to explain this, like, hey, I don't want to be around anybody, including you. Nothing personal. I need this for me. Of course, she gets to thinking, like most women do. Well, it could be this. Maybe it's that. You don't want to come back home? Is there another bitch? Right? I didn't want to be around anybody. And so, lo and behold, the universe is never wrong. What did I find on Twitter? Let me show y'all. This shit is real. Okay? Your man will probably never ever tell you that he needs a break away from you and everybody. Okay? Unfortunately, ladies, you don't have your ego in check enough for your man to come tell you, hey, I know things are good, things are great, but I need a couple days away from you and everybody for my mental health. It will never ever, you will never let that conversation go well. It will never go well for the guy. Now, what did I see on the internet? Cannot make this up. As God is my witness. What do I find on Twitter? Oh, wait. What do I find on Twitter? There are men who pretend to have meetings, leave their families, and book a hotel room to go be by themselves and sleep alone. Cannot make this up. The timing couldn't be any more on point. Such a profound statement. And I was like, yes, this is me. So we go down this thread and listen to all the men that have not been allowed safe spaces to vent this to their mates. This is the suffering of what men go through, that stoicism, because we just eat it and we don't say nothing. We eat it, we bury it, we eat it, we bury it until we snap, and then we got to kill all of y'all in the house. That's how it be sometimes. But let's continue. Let's see. That is very similar to that car moment before you go in. You would work extra overtime just to not go home. And when you pull up in your driveway, you sit there for 10 to 15, 20 minutes to prepare yourself for whatever is on the other side of that door. Okay? This is the silence, the men suffering in silence. Yes? Look at this. Bruh, it's worse for entrepreneurs. The struggles and stress levels they go through is already big enough to come back to seemingly ungrateful people who would also nag. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This thread is speaking to me right now. Let's continue. This speaks volumes about the state of modern manhood, mental health stigma, the weight of expectations, the price of strength. Think about it. Having to fake meetings to find peace, needing to lie to get solitude, creating alibis for self-care, hiding the need to breathe. Real men don't cry, but sometimes he needs silence, he needs space, he needs rest, he needs peace. Our culture tells men, don't show weakness, don't seek help, don't need breaks, don't be human. Are men not humans as well? Instead of judging, maybe we should ask why men need to create fake meetings just to say, I'm tired. Okay? MOT, that's what you do. I believe MOT is the 1/10% that can do this. Yo, the timing of this couldn't be any more better, any more profound. And like I said, unfortunately, most of our mates will not, their egos would hamper this conversation. It would take it left and create something that need not exist. The reason why having a separate rooms is good, but we are not ready to talk about this. Over availability in marriage is also not healthy for both of you. It is quite strange that this is often frowned at when it is actually a necessity and must be done as ritual for men to recharge once in a while. I need that like right now. I feel like I'm choking and I'm slowly losing myself. I do everything for her. I sacrifice and do the best I can, but she is not content. Like right now, it's midnight and I can't fall asleep. This is how the household ends up burned down to the ground with y'all in it. I've always said that violence is the last language a man speaks. That's the ultimate form of communication, is violence. And when it gets to that point, it's too late. There was a story of a man, and he slaughtered his entire family. And then the investigators were so shocked at how calm and how peaceful he slept in a jail cell. Okay? I do this so often, and it's not necessarily because I have issues at home. It just gives me some type of comfort that I can't explain. And whenever I do this, I come back refreshed and energized. Things the mediocre will make fun of because they could never relate. This is why I laugh at women, studs, that want to play man. You have no idea what it is to be a man. You understand? Okay.